and it comes sweeping like a wind. Look like a mushroom in the sky. It shall come to pass in that day that a great panic from Yahuah would be among them. Everyone would seize the hand of his neighbor and raise his hand against his neighbor's hand. What do we see now going on, family? Them folks fighting against them folks, and we sitting it out. We saying, no sir, we don't want none of that. Y'all have at. Do what you do. Y'all fight amongst each other like the Most High is famous for doing. He'll set up one nation up against the other that's coming against us. They coming together to fight us, but then they end up destroying each other. They end up, like the text says, raising their hand against their neighbor. Yahudah also would fight at Jerusalem, and the wealth of all the surrounding nations shall be gathered together, gold, silver, and apparel in great abundance. Can you say reparations? Can you say reparations? Yeah, make them people whole, make them folks whole. Such also shall be the plague on the horse and the mule, on the camel, on the donkey, and on the cattle that will be in those camps. So shall this plague be. Yeah, just like he caused them in Egypt when they was trying to come down through the Red Sea. Trying to run down the Most High's people through the Red Sea. And the wheels got stuck in the mud. They couldn't. They were stuck like Chuck trying to run down the Most High's people. Don't you dummies know the Most High is fighting with and for us? The nations worship the King. That's the heading on the next few scripts. And it shall come to pass that everyone who is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall go up from year to year to worship the King, Yahuah Sabaoth, and to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. And it shall be that whichever of the families of the earth do not come up to Jerusalem to worship the King, Yahuah Sabaoth, on them there will be no rain. So that means you're not going to be able to trade it. Your gold, your silver is no good in them days. Because the Most High is going to be like, nope, you don't get rain and you don't get no kind of favor from all the other nations. You have to fall in line. Finally, Joel 3:1-8. For behold, in those days, and in that time, in these days and at this time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Yahudah and Jerusalem. This is what he's doing now, bringing us back, waking us up and taking us back into the land, just like he said in Ezekiel. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Yasharal, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Then they separated Africa. These boys over here, the bricks took this place. France took that place. Belgium took that place. They split it up. The Confederacy they made. Psalms 83, them folks. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they may drink. They gave a boy to be a little hoe. Yeah, that's how these nasty jokers are. We're not gonna cuss. We're not gonna cuss. Thank you, Father, for holding my tongue. That's how these nasty folks really are. They'd rather have a little boy than a woman, a little girl than a woman. Yeah. And what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Philistia, or Palestine, pardon me, and all the coast of Palestine? Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? keep that. We're going to take it. You keep that. We're going to take it and put you into slavery. Because you have taken my silver and my gold and have carried into your temples my goodly things, my goodly pleasant things. Here's where the rubber meets the road. The children also of Yahuah and the children of Jerusalem have you sold unto the Grecians, that you might remove them far from their border, far from their border, far from their border, far from their border. Not here in America. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither you have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. Here's the important part. I will sell your sons and daughters into the hand of the children of Yahuah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off. To a people far off, Robert. Yeah. And I saw a teaching last evening that really got my attention when I read this script. It was an old Teo ministry that he was speaking on who the Sabians are. And look how the Most High works, family. And mind you, I just saw this last evening. And this is my word for today. A haboob. And what a haboob is violent and oppressive wind blowing in summer, especially in Sudan, bringing sand from the desert. And he just broke it down yesterday. Well, in this recording, it was from a few years ago, who he was giving us an explanation of who the Sabians are. They're the Sudanese people. And this was my word for today, haboob. Well, one of my words for today, my other word for today. And we just saw it before we came out here. A violent and oppressive wind blowing in the summer, especially in Sudan, bringing sand from the desert. And why would these folks want to put that work in on this country and the other countries that have oppressed us? This picture right here, it says starving Sudanese people eating weeds to survive amid brutal war. And you know who starts all the wars, don't you, people, family? You know who starts all the wars in them lands? Just like they got work going on in the Congo, they got other propped up puppets doing their bidding for this country, as well as them people that say they are, but they're not. But the Most High has his eyes on them. See, what do we say would change their minds? What the text calls it, a plague. Yeah, a plague. In Zechariah 14:12. And this shall be the plague which Yahuah will strike all the people who fought against Jerusalem. He said all the people. Their flesh shall dissolve while they stand on their feet. Their eyes shall dissolve in their sockets, and their tongue shall dissolve in their mouths. I believe everybody after that would have the Most High would have their complete attention. After he orchestrates this, now however he do it, I'm on board with it. Now he can do it himself, or he can have folks drop one of them kaboom booms. But he is Yahuah Sabaoth, the captain of heavens and earthly armies. He can do whatever he wants to do. See, the Most High don't fight fair like these folks haven't fought fair these last 400 years. And continue to think they are going to continue this. But they know the Most High is fast on their tracks, on their heels. And it's putting that smoke on them. But we are unapologetically opposed to these folks.